Dun 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 dun.
Kia ora, I'm Tamara.
And I'm Sharnae.
And we're here today in the field, a podcast brought to you by the Fieldays exhibitor.
Okay, so today, like yesterday, we're going to go through what is happening today, also some of our favourites, and then an interview. So at 9:15 we've got the Wintec fashion show, and that is in the Village Green Centre. Then straight after that at 9:30 we've got the AGAR Art Awards, which is in the same place, and that's the competition version. Then at the same time at 9:30 we've got the Rural Bachelor Challenge, and this is what we discussed yesterday, where they make a salad, which is what they were worried about, and that is in the kitchen theatre. And then at 10 a.m. we've got the Rosie the Cow, which is a kids entertainment, that's on the South Street, and then we've got alpacas at 10:30 and at 1:30, which are on South Street, which are Tamara's favourite. And then at 11 we've got another Bachelor challenge, which this time is construction and create, and that's on South Street. And then at the same time we've also got a discussion panel, which is on red meat, that is in the Village Green. And then at 11:15, 1:15 and 3:15, so you've got no way of missing it, is a cooking demo, and that is in the kitchen theatre. And then at 12 is the Chelsea and the Ultimate Canines, which is on South Street, and if you missed that, that's also at 2:30.
At 12:30 we've got the Building and More for the Future. This is located in the Village Green. At 1 p.m. we've got the Rural Bachelors back again with the tractor pull, so if you want to see them pulling around tractors, head down to the tractor pull. And at 2:30 we've got the Rural Bachelors again doing fencing, so if you want to see them do that, head down to M Street.
So we've also got some that are running the whole day, and that is the Fieldays Innovation Centre, which is on M Road, and I just went there yesterday, and some of the inventions were amazing and will do well in the farming area. Then we've also got the Kiwi's Best Kitchen, which is in the rural living area, the tractor pull, which is on M Road, and that's a competition.
We've got the logging, this is on J Road, and fencing and demo competitions on L Road. So I'm here with reporter Sharnae Hope, who did a pre-story on the Wintec fashion design show. So can you tell me a little bit about that?
So I interviewed two students that are at Wintec. One of them has graduated, they graduated last year, and the other one is almost finished their course. Stephanie King and Melissa Wise were the two people. Stephanie King, I interviewed her, and she did 3 pieces for the fashion show, and they were based off of her childbirth, and how she didn't have the most positive experience during that time, and she discussed how people don't really talk about issues to do with that. So she went through postnatal depression, and so through her pieces for the show, she wanted to show this transition from dealing with postnatal depression and then transitioning to feeling more comfortable in her own skin. And then Melissa Wise, hers was totally different, her subject. So she's in love with shiny things, and she described herself as the bird, the magpie, and how it likes looking at shiny things and grabbing at shiny things. So her 3 pieces will be using sequences and things like that, and she's also inspired by the Japanese origami, so they'll be very structural as well.
Oh, so can you please describe what the outfits look like?
So Stephanie's was, so it was showing the transitional stages, and so her first piece was basically it looked like pajamas. So, because what she said was, when you give birth to a child, you don't have enough time to have a shower, basically. So you live in your pajamas most of the time. So she also did that as that's the stage of going through postnatal depression. And then the second one was you're starting to get more comfortable in your own body, and so it's a top and a skirt and a little cardigan. So you're making a little bit more effort. And then the third one is a flowing dress which has flowers on it, and it's quite see-through, so it's at the stage where you're more comfortable with your own body and you feel like yourself again. So she had a colour that transitioned throughout the whole of her garments, which were a burgundy colour, which she described as the burgundy of Snow White's poisoned apple. So it was basically the feeling of people expect childbirth to be all happy and stuff before it happens, and then that's not always the case, so she wanted to show that through the colour. And then Melissa Wise's one has, so like I discussed before, it's very structural, so it's quite edgy and kind of like street style. It has lots of patterns to it and things like that. She uses colours like gold and black, and she, for one of them, she has a dress, and then the other two are top and bottom. So that's it for us in the field. So if you see us hanging around today, come say hi. We're both happy to talk to you, and we will see you tomorrow with another podcast. Bye!
See ya!